Here's what we have lined up for you today. Here on the Now, there's a new drug that could soon hit the market with a record price tag of possibly $2 million. It is bringing up new questions about drug pricing. When you think of Amazon, you probably think of them hurting more than helping small businesses, but the new way the company and Facebook are trying to change that, giving small businesses a boost. And this may just look like a toy, but it's actually a robotic therapy dog. How the people behind this technology hope that it can help with everything from PTSD to loneliness.
Good evening. A plane full of local veterans has now safely made it to its destination in Washington, D.C. On board, not just local war heroes, but the Now's Danielle Kernkamp. She joins us now with a look at what's in store for our local veterans over the next few days.
Good evening. That's right. The sun is setting here in Washington, D.C., and these 16 World War II, Vietnam, and Korean War veterans are finishing up dinner here behind me. We stopped at Mission Barbecue. It was actually our first stop. It's already been an emotional day for these vets here on Honor Flight number 38, and we are only getting started. We took off from Bakersfield around 6 o'clock this morning, and these men received a very warm welcome at our first stop in Denver. Many of them told me they didn't expect this. We then flew to Baltimore, where the fire department even greeted us with water cannons, and our veterans got another warm welcome from hundreds of people in the airport. One veteran told me the only way to describe this trip so far is overwhelming.
I did not expect any of this today. I'm touched, I'm pleased, I'm honored, I'm thrilled. I did not expect all of this.
Tomorrow we head to the World War II, Navy, Vietnam, Korean War memorials, among many others. It's going to be a long, emotional, but very rewarding day for these veterans. We'll, of course, bring you full coverage first on our social media platforms and mobile and tablet apps, and, of course, right here on 23 ABC. In Washington, D.C., Danielle Kernkamp, 23 ABC, connecting you.
Very cool. Well, how would you like to help more than 130 local charities make their mission come true? Tonight you can, because it's Give Big Kern Day. Organizers gathered early this morning at the Liberty Bell in downtown Bakersfield to mark the occasion, saying it's a great day to make a difference and show a little human kindness.
It's amazing. I mean, it impacts the community, and that's what all the nonprofits are trying to do, is bring unity to the community and make it better. So what better way to just be a part of a great day that does that?
Mayor Kero joined local organizations this morning outside the Liberty Bell, where they rang in the occasion and declared May 7th as Give Big Kern Day in Bakersfield. Organizers say there's more than one way people can participate in Give Big Kern. While you can donate money toward whichever charity you like, you can also choose to pledge time and volunteer. Organizers of Give Big Kern say our community is incredibly giving, and our local nonprofits are the best expression of our community's giving spirit.
Because they are the ones that are rescuing animals and finding them forever homes. They are the ones that are helping our veterans that are suffering with PTSD. They are the ones that are feeding the hungry and housing the homeless. So what better way to give back to the community than by supporting the nonprofits?
Give Big Kern announced tonight on social media that so far they've raised more than $300,000, and there is still time to donate to a number of wonderful local causes. If you'd like to join in, donations and time pledges can be made right now through midnight tonight. You can find a link on our website, turn23.com. A ribbon cutting and grand opening was held today in Southwest Bakersfield for the new Kern Women's Business Center. The center, which is located on New Stein Road, aims to provide help for people looking at opening up their own business or starting their very own nonprofit organization. Organizers say taking the first steps in creating your own business can be scary and confusing, but they hope their counselors, classes, training courses, and programs will help people navigate the path to making their dreams a reality. They also say if the cost of starting to be your own boss is holding you back, don't let it, because many of their programs are either free or affordable.
I think that this is needed here in Kern County because a lot of individuals, there's definitely lots of resources available out there, but I think that when we're looking at the type of technical assistance that these individuals need, We want to be that one-stop shop for them where they're going to come here, they're going to have their consultants. Our consultants are free of charge. Our consultants do not charge for their time. They can help them get their businesses started. There's no fee for that. We do have our workshops that are available. Some are low cost to no cost.
The Kern Women's Business Center says small business is their business, and they welcome everyone, not just women, to come in and get their business off the ground.
A new drug is about to hit the market that could cost as much as $2 million. That is a record price tag. And just the latest example of skyrocketing prescription drug prices. And Kero Rangel found the issue is now bringing Democrats and Republicans together.
I have an incurable blood cancer, and prescription drugs are keeping me alive.
Today, Congress heard firsthand from patient advocates about the high cost of prescription drugs.
Every 4 weeks, I spend half a day at a clinic and receive an infusion of drugs priced at $325,000 a year.
The price of a new drug about to hit the market could add to the outrage over prices. Analysts say it could cost $2 million for a new drug to treat a deadly muscle disease in infants. David Merritt with America's Health Insurance Plan.
It's great to find innovations and treatments that can actually cure those diseases. The problem is we need to figure out a way to balance how to pay for them, because if no one can afford the drug, the treatment itself is worthless.
The pharmaceutical industry says it's working to cut prices, but adds some drugs have a higher cost because of the amount of time and money invested in research and development.
90% of medicines that begin clinical trials don't make it to the market. It takes 10 to 15 years and an average of $2.6 billion to bring a product to the market.
Our partners at PolitiFact found just this session, members of Congress have introduced more than 40 bills involving lowering prescription drug costs, and lawmakers seem eager to act.
I think we are dangerously close to building a bipartisan consensus about change. It rarely happens around here, but it may just happen in this circumstance.
Rising prescription drug prices, one of the few issues bringing both sides together. I'm Kero Rangel reporting.
All right, Corey, thank you. And ahead of our lineup here on the Now, when you think of Amazon, you probably think of them hurting more than helping small businesses. But we're going to show you the new way the company and Facebook are trying to change that, giving small businesses a boost. Well, let's start the news feed. Another sad case of a child dying in a hot car. This time a 4-year-old dying after his father left him in a car in Minnesota, according to police. The dad went to go work at a festival. They say the boy was in the car for at least 5 hours. The father's now facing a second-degree manslaughter charge. Well, if the president makes good on his new tariff threat, you may be feeling it at the store. Citigroup says 40% of goods imported from China have not been impacted by tariffs yet. The president threatened to raise tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese goods, and experts are expecting electronics and clothes to be some of the items that you could see impact. Well, Samsung's Galaxy Fold has not rolled out as planned. The company says it will cancel all orders of the phone if it hasn't shipped by the end of the month. The company postponed its April 26th release date indefinitely. Early tech reviewers had issues with those phones breaking. Tens of millions of Americans are working to pay off their student loan debt. Deutsche Bank research says that most people's balances are between $10,000 and $25,000. Now, how quickly you're able to pay that off might really depend on where you live. Now, Go Banking Rates looked at the numbers and found that recent grads in Plano, Texas are paying off their student loans the quickest. It takes a little more than 4 years on average to pay off loans there. Alexandria, Virginia, just outside D.C., is second at around 4.5 years, and Nashville coming in third. Now, income, cost of living, and average loan balance all factoring into those ratings. Well, for those just considering a career and not wanting to be stuck with a ton of debt, trade school is becoming an attractive option. Some programs can be completed in as short as 18 months, and they do get into in-demand workforce jobs that much faster.
Students are looking at other ways, okay, how can I get a certificate to help me get into a place where I can find sustainable employment with eliminating some of the debt issues.
Now, nursing is another in-demand field that doesn't require a 4-year degree, although some offices, clinics, and hospitals prefer candidates have a bachelor's. Either way, professors say many nursing students do not stress out about landing a job.
With our graduating classes, virtually every student that wants a job has one, and often they have job offers before they even graduate.
Some nursing students also like the prospect of being able to build a career schedule that works around their personal lives.
Well, teachers make a major impact on the lives of kids, teens, and adults every single day. And to thank educators for all they do, several businesses around town are offering deals and showing a little human kindness for National Teacher Appreciation Day. Tonight, Raising Cane's is giving all teachers in Kern County a free 4-piece box combo until 9 o'clock. All you've got to do to receive the free chicken strips, fries, toast, and a drink is show your current school ID. The deal is good for takeout and the drive-thru. There's only one Raising Cane's in Kern County on Coffee Road in northwest Bakersfield. Several other restaurants around town are also showing teachers a little bit of love tonight. If you go to Arby's and show your teacher ID, you can get a free sandwich. Over at Chipotle, teachers can get a buy one, get one free burrito bowl or salad from now until close. And Sonic is celebrating teachers all month long from now until May 31st. Teachers ordering food through the app can get a free Route 44 drink when they use the code TEACHERS. And again, thank you to all of our teachers. Comedian Felipe Esparza has announced he's coming to the Bakersfield Fox Theater as part of his Bad Hombre tour. Esparza is known for making self-depreciating jokes, his trouble with women, and being broke.
I can't even afford cologne. I just rip it off the magazine and roll it on my t-shirt. People say, you smell good. What's that? Pay 5.
Just a little sneak peek there. Esparza is no stranger to Kern County. He visited back in 2017, and after a successful tour, decided to come back. Esparza, who won the comedic competition Last Comic Standing in 2010, has also starred in a stand-up special on HBO and has also appeared in the show Superstore and on the late night Eric Andre show, I should say. If you would like to see Esparza live, he'll be visiting the Fox on Saturday, November 16th. Tickets start at just $37. They go on sale this Friday, May 10th. So mark your calendars if you want to snag some tickets to that. In the meantime, let's take a live look at downtown Bakersfield. Wow, those clouds are really doing something for the sunset to end this gorgeous day, Allison. It has been such a nice day across Kern County. Temperatures right on track with seasonal and still in those 70s here in Bakersfield right now. So that is up from what we were feeling this time yesterday. Still tracking very dry conditions and relatively calm winds here in the valley. But as for temperatures across the county, still holding on to those 70s here in the valley as well as down into our Desert City. 63 degrees in Isabella right now, 57 in Tehachapi, and 59 down on the back. But the story as we head into the evening is going to be the strong winds continuing to be the story as we head into the rest of the work week as well. So look at this, 23 mile per hour winds into Hatch right now, 41 in Jawbone Canyon, and nearing 20 in California City, and these winds are only going to continue to increase as we head into the overnight hours, very similar to what we were seeing earlier this week. So we are tracking a wind advisory down in the South Mountains to Tehachapi, as well as into our desert cities. So sustained winds anywhere from 25 to 35 miles per hour, but gusts could be reaching up to 55 miles per hour. So that could cause down trees and power lines. So that's something that we will be tracking as we head into the overnight hours. And that wind advisory does expire at 4 in the morning tomorrow. Thankfully, due to all that fresh air, we are going to have another day of good air quality here in the valley with an AQI of 49. Conditions are going to be dry and mostly clear, and then we are going to be seeing an increase in clouds as we head into your Thursday, because we are tracking a low-pressure system that is making its way toward the county, really towards central California. It's going to be parked here for a few days, so that does bring up the potential for some isolated thunderstorms. The best chance for that going to be in our mountain and desert cities. You can see this pink color right there. Does mean we could be seeing pockets of very heavy rainfall, but that could be bleeding into the valley as well. So tracking those thunderstorm chances on Thursday and Friday, with lingering showers on Saturday, dropping temperatures down to 76 degrees by Friday, but then warming and clearing by the time Mother's Day rolls around on Sunday. Chris?
Amazon often gets knocked for putting brick and mortar shops out of business. But Amy Taylor's here to show us one way the company's working to try and help small businesses thrive.
Chris, the new Build Your Business with Amazon website aims to help people make money via Amazon. So people can learn how to sell their products on Amazon, but it also goes beyond that. Have you ever followed a recipe on social media and there was a link to buy some of the products on Amazon? Well, those are Amazon influencers, and there's information for them on the site as well. You can even find out how to publish your writing on Kindle. Amazon estimates more than 1.9 million small and medium-sized businesses, content creators, and others are making money through their platforms in the U.S. Now, worldwide, the company says smaller businesses selling on Amazon help create more than 1.5 million jobs. Amazon isn't alone in its effort, though. Facebook is also reaching out to help small business owners with an effort that's called Boost. It just launched a tool to create automated ads and is expanding tools to help businesses book and manage appointments.
All right, Annie, thank you. And this is going to make you think twice about buying into those crowdfunding campaigns. Federal Trade Commission now suing the makers of an electronic backpack. The complaint says there were 4 different campaigns raising money for the iBackpack, nearly $1 million collected, but no one ever got a backpack. Crowdfunding sites are doing more to verify campaigns, and they're actually making sure campaigns are in production. Yeah, and some of them even offering money-back guarantees. 2 Reuters journalists released from prison in Myanmar. Well, they were locked up for more than 500 days. This starts our Now newsfeed. They reported on abuse of Muslims by the country's military. Vice President Mike Pence celebrated their release on Twitter, saying, quote, "Freedom of religion and freedom of the press are essential to a strong democracy." Well, a new lawsuit claims cell phone companies have been selling your location data. The suit claims all 4 major cell companies. They sold your private data to bounty hunters and low-level law enforcement. Lawyers say that AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile made user location data available to a broker that lets authorities see your location without a warning. Well, today is Teacher Appreciation Day, so Chipotle giving away free burritos after school. So if you are a teacher, you bring your teacher ID, and you can get a free burrito, a bowl, salad, tacos until close tonight. Well, we've all had those doctor's appointments where we maybe felt just a little bit rushed. And there's new research showing that when doctors take time for just a little more compassion, the benefits extend not only to the patients, but to the doctors themselves. Tomasi Aaron shows us how.
Tell me everything.
Dr. Christopher Trajanovic really wants to know everything.
Okay.
Well, as much as he can when he meets with patients like Mary Jane Spanfeldner.
He's a very understanding. He takes time to listen to you, and he'll sit down, and sometimes he'll talk to you for half an hour or more.
Anything going on in your world new or different?
He spent more than an hour with Andrew Buttrell.
Yeah, I had it all.
Something Andrew says makes all the difference.
I think when you just spend more time with somebody, you get to know them, they get to know you, and you become more like friends talking with each other. And
solve a problem.
According to new research, when doctors take time to make human connections or be compassionate, patient outcomes improve and medical costs go down. Findings show being compassionate can even reduce pain, improve healing, lower blood pressure, and alleviate depression and anxiety.
You can get a patient trust you, and they feel that compassion, they're going to share with you, and that lets you make a better decision for them.
But that's not all. The same research shows showing compassion to patients also makes doctors happier, more fulfilled, and helps prevent burnout.
If I see a patient is satisfied or in some way they're less stressed about their health or we've solved the problem, I feel good about myself for doing good.
Dr. Trajanovic is a physician with MD VIP, which believes in no time limits for appointments. Time is what keeps more than half of doctors from being empathetic. But Dr. Trajanovic says that's no excuse.
Before you go in every room, which I do, just stop, close your eyes for a second, pause, breathe, and say, this could be my mom, this could be my dad, this is somebody that I care about, and I want to do a good job today.
Taking time for compassion.
You got your blood drawn already?
Yes.
Okay.
Improving both patients' and doctors' lives. I'm Kumasi Aaron reporting.
All right, Kamasi, thank you. And coming up next, this may look like a toy, but it's actually a robotic therapy dog. We're going to show you the people behind this technology are hoping that it can help with everything from PTSD to loneliness. I want you to take a look at this right here, because what you're looking at is a robot therapy dog. The creators of the Tombot made it as realistic as possible, meaning it responds to commands from humans. It'll even fall asleep. Now, the prototype that you see here, named Jenny, she was designed to help really all types of people. Children with autism, adults with depression, anxiety, PTSD, even dementia. And it can also help seniors who feel lonely and lack physical touch from people around them.
They're covered with touch sensors, so they can feel not only that they're being touched, but where and how they're being touched.
Dog's creators, they tried to make it as realistic as possible, so they actually worked with the Jim Henson Creature Shop. We're talking about the same people who created the Muppets. Now, creators worked to give Jenny a mind of her own.
So Jenny, our fifth generation prototype, can differentiate between a simple touch, a slow caress, a vigorous pet, and being held. And she'll nuzzle into you to encourage you to pet her more.
Now, right now, you can only order the Tombot online, goes for $450. But she's not the only robot therapy animal that's out there. There's a robot therapy seal made by the company Kero. That costs more than $6,000. And the most affordable one is a dog made by the company Ageless, costing $120. They all respond to touch. They don't all respond to voice commands or have lifelike movements. Well, so much food goes to waste here in the United States, and tomorrow here on The Now, we're going to take you to a school making sure that doesn't happen, how they're also helping students in need at the same time.
Kern County firefighters are out at the refuge fire tonight, which they say has spread to about 1,500 acres. It's burning at the Kern National Wildlife Refuge near Delano, and we'll bring you the latest developments on 23 ABC News at 11 and on our social media pages.
That's going to do it for us. We'll see you back here tonight for 23 ABC News at 11.